Hey guys, I'm Steven, or Gear Solid Snake from 3 Twin Industries, recording this on my toaster, and this is Assassin's Creed Revelations. Now, to prove that I actually know what I'm doing, there, you can't see it because of this crappy quality, but there it said 100% sync. So that proves I beat the game, and, well, let's get started. The game sets you off thinking that you've already beaten every Assassin's Creed game there is, which I really don't have that much of a problem with, cause I've beaten all of them. But if you're a new gamer to the series, you should probably brush up on your facts. They do add some slight reference to earlier games, but other than that, if you don't know what happened in the earlier games, you're pretty screwed along the storyline. After touching the apple in Assassin's Creed Brotherhood, Desmond's mind is fragmented and he's trapped in the Animus. You also meet Subject 16, who turns out to be somewhat alive while you're in the Animus. You soon discover that the only way to get back to your body is to go back and live as your ancestors Ezio and Altair. As Ezio, you go to Masyaf to learn about Altair's secrets he left behind, except that it's been run by Templars. You soon learn that the only way to get to Altair's knowledge is through finding 5 keys that are hidden. The Templars already have one, so... Not much later in the game, Ezio finds himself in Constantinople, the crossroads of Europe and Asia. The rest of the keys are hidden there, and you have to go through hidden tombs, much like those in Assassin's Creed 2, to find them. The hidden tombs are pretty enjoyable to go through, and every time you do find a key, you get to relive a moment of Altair's life, before Assassin's Creed 1 and after Assassin's Creed 1, which is pretty cool since you didn't really know much about him from the first game. The basic storyline other than that is you hooking up with the assassins of Istanbul, while the Sultan's sons are battling out on who's going to be the heir of the throne.
My father has chosen me as the next Sultan, not my brother.
There's also the new addition of Ezio's love interest, Sophia. And as you guessed, the Templars are back. But this time you don't know exactly who is leading them at first, which kinda doesn't give you as much motivation as in Assassin's Creed 2 or Brotherhood, and that's kind of a letdown for the game. Now, that's about all I'm gonna cover on the story, cause I really don't want to spoil too much for you guys. As is usual in Assassin's Creed games, climbing is relatively smooth and fluid, though sometimes Ezio may jump in the complete other direction.
Where is your hook blade? My hook blade? You've never seen one?
The addition of the hook blade in Assassin's Creed Revelations has made climbing much smoother and easier, which is pretty useful since most of the buildings are large and Constantinople is the same size as Rome. Though one thing people are condemning is the high wire lines, or whatever you call them, that run throughout the city. I say they are pretty useful, considering the fact that you don't have a horse anymore. Action sequences in this game are fast-paced, fun, and exciting, whether it be burning down the harbor or dodging bullets as you're climbing through ruins. These moments had me on the edge of my seat, and they're a nice change in pace from the usual slow fighting that is accustomed to Assassin's Creed games.
What are you doing?
A new element in Revelations is the Assassin's Den defense game, where you assign your assassins onto roofs and put barricades in the streets to ward off swarms of Templars coming to attack your dens. This is much different from when in Brotherhood, once you had a den, you kept it for the rest of the game. However, in Revelations, if you leave your notoriety up too long, the Templars will come and attack your dens, like they're doing now. Bombs and bomb crafting add a new style of gameplay to Assassin's Creed Revelations, as you can build your bombs pertaining to certain missions. These bombs can be used to distract, or just plain kill your enemies. However, sometimes it seems that these just make an already easy gameplay style even easier. Just like in Brotherhood, combo kills are as easy as anything to get. Just by mashing the X button as much as you can kill everyone. Except they're countering that with the Janissaries, or the Royal Guard. These guys can't be dealt with like that, and they're impossible to kill, as they'll shoot you from long distances, and it takes several counter kills to even kill one of them. These guys are really aggravating. Though my poop stain of a camera doesn't show it, Assassin's Creed Revelations has very impressive graphics, and you really admire all the little details whenever you walk down the street and look at the citizens interacting in the market, or climb to the top of a tower and view the skyline. This game is beautiful and very well designed. Assassin's Creed Revelations multiplayer has exceeded greatly from Brotherhood, adding in a whole new array of abilities, new characters, and a storyline with the multiplayer, allowing you to access more cutscenes and more background information about the Templars as you rank up. Kills in this game are spectacular, and the games themselves are fast-paced and very enjoyable, though sometimes it does seem that you die an unfair death. The multiplayer still has some bugs and some problems that they need to work on, but other than that, it's a well-rounded great experience. It was very fun to play. Assassin's Creed Revelations had a lot of expectations to meet from Assassin's Creed 2 and Brotherhood. Do I believe it met these expectations? No. Being the shortest of the Assassin's Creed games, its story was at best lacking. However, this does not distract from the fact that Revelations has smoother gameplay mechanics than its predecessor Brotherhood, or that it has a refined and polished multiplayer that is one of the best I've played. Though short-lived, the game is gorgeous, and I had a lot of fun playing it. The soundtrack was great, and gamers may not find it as memorable as 2 or Brotherhood, but it's still safe to say that Revelations will go down as yet another Ubisoft classic. That's why we're rating Assassin's Creed Revelations an 8.5 out of 10. Congratulations.